If a specific person showed up in your dream and you woke up wondering what it meant, pay close attention, because when someone appears in your dream, it's not about them and the way that you think. In the next few minutes, I'll break down the reasons why someone enters your dream and what your dream self may be trying to show you through that person. And I'm going to walk you through real dream examples using my method of dream work so that you can see exactly how that plays out. I'm Janise. I'm a dream coach. I help you move through the deeper patterns in your life using dreams as guides. And if you love dream videos as much as I do, please pop a quick thumbs up as a beautiful energetic exchange. I would be ever so grateful. The people in your dreams are representing parts of you, your emotions, your inner conflicts, your growth edges, or they come to help you process something that's happening right now in your waking life. But how about when they're not just representing parts of you? Well, that can be tricky. Who hasn't had a post-mortem visit or a celebrity relentlessly coming into your dream space? Every person, thought, experience, book, movie leaves an imprint on you, and those imprints become dream characters. First, why celebrities in your dreams? Out of curiosity, has Taylor Swift visited your dreams? Because thousands of people have had dreams about her, even people who aren't fans. Several of my own clients were having Taylor Swift dreams, so I went down a rabbit hole reading lots of comments from other people sharing their Taylor Swift dreams. People dreamed they were front row at her concert. Someone else dreamed they had to impersonate her and perform in her place. Another person dreamed that they overslept and missed the concert completely. Lots of those dreams. I've had also multiple similar dreams where the dreamer is backstage helping her team fix the microphones and they're coming up with all kinds of technical issues. Do you know why you might dream of adjusting the microphone for Taylor Swift? In my dream work, what I look for first is the dharmic flow of the dream. What is going right for you in the dream? So I'd say for those dreams, the fact that they were with a huge star with a voice that moves thousands of people, that's what's going right for them in the dream. And they're part of the team. Now I look for where is the dream trying to move you. So the dream is trying to move the dreamer to fix or adjust something about the way that they carry their own voice. Are they not speaking up? Do they not feel like they're heard in waking life? And then I look for what in the dream is stopping that movement. These dreamers were hitting technical issues. So when they want to say something, they feel like they need to clearly articulate and be very technical, or else they shouldn't say anything at all. Also, the dreamers are backstage, so they are putting their voice in the back and not insisting that they are heard. So that's what's stopping the movement. When you start looking at your dreams this way, you can stop wondering if the dreams are about the other person, and then just let it start showing you more about you. And once you know what to look for, you can spot it immediately in your own dreams. Sometimes movie or TV actors are in our dreams because we watch it. Anyone remember the show Resident Alien? I had this dream back in 2022, and we're going to take a little dark turn here. I climbed a ladder. When I got to the top, I looked like the alien in the TV show Resident Alien, and I said angrily, "This is bullshit," which is a tagline that alien actually used when he was complaining about human life. So you may have picked up on the tone, the expression of anger. But the danger in saying that this dream is about suppressed anger is exactly why Robert Moss teaches that we can't look to generalized symbols when we look at dreams. He was the most numinous dream teacher I've had. He really helped me see beyond the noise of how many others look at dreams. His work really helped amplify my ability to see the deeper layers of dreams. You see, that night, my cousin Jamie died from falling off of a ladder. At the time, I'm assuming I was even more upset about it because I was a safety officer, so ladder safety was something that I was always big on, apparently even in my dreams. This dream allowed me to express my grief even before I knew what happened. I'm telling you, dreams are so incredible. Many years ago, I was living on the opposite end of the US as my family, and I had such an affection for my grandfather, who could be gruff, but also hilarious and a hard worker and just a good man. But I hadn't seen him for years. Life and finances got in the way, as they say. One night I dreamed that he was standing in the hallway in my apartment, and he said that he just wanted to wish me goodbye and that he was so happy that he was able to tell me. And when I woke up in the morning, I knew he was gone. Okay, let's lighten things up a bit. For me, I used to dream of comedians all the time, Jimmy Kimmel, even Wee Man from Jackass. And what that meant was that I needed to stop taking things so seriously. I needed to chill the out. One of my clients had a dream recently with another comedian, Dan Aykroyd, and here's the dream. Dan Aykroyd was wearing a very thick, bright red sweater, and I got a pair of scissors and cut the sweater off of him. Do you see the flow? It's basically that the dreamer is taking control and cutting away something that no longer serves her. The sweater being red was pointing to the root chakra, so she had cut herself off of her own power by living life from a survival mindset. She was doing shadow work through an inner journey I created. This one was Restored Within. The actor was in the dream because she remembered him from My Stepmother is an Alien. And in the movie, he made a mistake, but it ended up giving the alien woman some energy. So she needed to put aside her fear of making mistakes, which is what was keeping her in survival mode and taking away her power. In the many dreams that I've worked with for other people, the most frequent celebrity appearances are Brad Pitt, Taylor Swift, as I mentioned before, Trump, and even Putin. And I've even had a dream with Yuri Gagarin, the first cosmonaut in space. Okay, what about when you are the someone who shows up in someone else's dream? I was in dream space the other day, and one of my clients said he had had a dream about me, and of course I definitely wanted to see that one. The dream is called Janise Has to Take Me In. Janise and I are talking, but not face to face. We hear each other, but we're not looking at each other. Then Janise is chasing me. It's her job, her duty to capture me and bring me to justice, like I'm an outlaw and Janise is the bounty hunter. Eventually, she corners me in a huge empty shopping mall on the upper floor, and I'm hiding partially behind a wall. She takes a shot at me and misses, but it gets my attention. I yelled, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, stop, stop," and I dropped my weapon and raised my hands. I stepped out and said, "Really, after all this time, you still don't trust me?" And Janise jokingly responded, "Nope, I don't trust you." And then I started walking down this spiral staircase, hands up, saying, "So this is what it comes to. You still don't trust me after everything we've been through." And again, she says, "Nope." Now, just a little context, this particular dreamer has done a lot of shadow work. He's been working with me for a couple of years now. He's processed all the obvious stuff, all the low-hanging fruit. There's nothing easy left to point to say, "Oh yeah, that's your shadow." So when I show up in his dream, it's not for surface work. It means we're going deeper. Here's how I broke this dream down. So when I guide you through your dreams, I use a tuning technique to connect to the dream field itself to get the clearest, most unfiltered information for the dreamer. And I had to use that technique a lot in this dream because I wasn't exactly being very nice in it. So where's the flow? Is there progression? Is something trying to happen? And yes, there's flow. Here, it starts with communication. We're talking, we can hear each other even though we're not face to face. So right away, the theme is dealing with being heard, being known, information being exchanged. What do you make of the environment of this dream, the empty shopping mall? Now let's think about malls in waking life. They're supposed to be full, busy, social. You go there with people, there's activity, exchange, connection. But this one is empty. When I tuned into that emptiness, what came through was fear of abandonment. A fear that if something about him were exposed, everyone would disappear. He would be left alone. And here's the thing, this dreamer is one of the most kindest people I know. I can't imagine anyone abandoning him. But the fear is still there. Dreams don't show necessarily the reality, they show the internal programming, the fears, or the beliefs that may never even come to fruition. Another thing about this dream is that I was taking a shot at him and it got his attention. That happened because a shadow aspect of him, that fear of abandonment, really needed attention. So it wasn't about me being aggressive, it was me activating something within him that he needed to confront directly. As we kept unpacking it, the deeper layer that surfaced was that he's afraid that if people hear something about his past, they'll lose trust in him. Remember at the beginning, we could hear each other, but not see each other. So this is about his reputation, credibility, fear of being exposed, fear of somebody hearing something. He's a talented trance channel, and there's a fear there that something from his past may surface and that would cause him to lose credibility. He'd lose opportunities, he'd lose community, he'd be abandoned. Then we get to the repeated line, "You don't trust me." We've worked together for quite a while. He knows me as compassionate and gentle, so consciously he knows that I wouldn't abandon him. His dreams expose that subconscious fear, though. So the real trust issue isn't me trusting him, it's him trusting himself, trusting that he can still be spiritually aligned even with a human past. But there's a voice inside him saying if people find out what you did, everything you built will collapse. So I'm the hunter of unconscious material in his dream. I showed up this way because that's how he experiences my work. Relentlessly honest, openly confronting the dream material, not letting him bypass his shadow. So the dream cast me in that role because I'm a safe space for him to face what he avoids. If you want help breaking down your own dreams, come join me in Dream Space. You bring a dream, I'll walk you through the flow, the characters, the programming underneath it, all of it live. It's one of the single most accessible ways to start understanding yourself at a deeper level. People are always so shocked about all of the clarity that can come from just one dream. Link below if you want to jump in. Also, if you like to see shadow work in dreams, I'll suggest another video for you here in the corner. Once again, thanks for dreaming with me. May your nights be rich with guidance and your mornings full of clarity.